Hey, good morning, Internet. What's up? I'm Christiane Cordero, and this is the 734 from WCCO. As you get ready to head out the door, might I suggest not. It is -5 degrees outside. Riley O'Connor said that it's going to warm on up, if you can say that, up to 6 degrees. Still cold, wind chill advisory later tonight, and then we're heading into tomorrow, expecting some snow for your morning commute. It is amazing, right, how expectations lower this time of year. I'll take freezing right now. Just give us that. And hey, speaking of dreaming big, have you seen this? A video of people reacting to huge holiday bonuses is going viral. Almost 200 employees will share, get this, $10 million.
You're all participating in a bonus based on the number of years of $10 million.
Pretty overwhelming, right? When workers got their checks, only 5 of them knew about the bonuses in advance of Saturday's announcement. The average bonus here was $50,000. So we want to know, if you got a $50,000 bonus, hypothetically speaking, what would you do with that money? Or you can also let us know if you have gotten a surprise bonus like this. Maybe it was less than this. If it was more than this, definitely tell us about that. What do you think? Those watching on Facebook, leave a comment right here and we'll share your stuff in just a minute. Time magazine has just revealed its 2019 Person of the Year. This year, the honor goes to Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg. The magazine says Thunberg began a global movement by skipping school starting in August 2018. She spent her days camped out in front of the Swedish parliament. In the 16 months since, we recognize her as addressing heads of the state at the UN, and she has sparred with President Donald Trump. She also inspired 4 million people to join the global climate strike in September. This is the first time the 16-year-old was nominated. To politics now, members of the House Judiciary Committee are preparing to debate the 2 articles of impeachment leveled against President Donald Trump. Article 1 is abuse of power. Article 2 is obstruction of Congress stemming from the president's conduct with Ukraine. President Trump is calling the impeachment efforts a sham. Christmas Day is 2 weeks away, and if you haven't done your online orders, get on it. UPS says it's having a tough time meeting deadlines this year. Really a unique set of circumstances here. We know online shopping just keeps growing, but that, combined with a low unemployment rate and a shorter holiday shopping season, has UPS under a very tight schedule.
It's a lot of work. There's a lot of packages, especially during the holidays. There's usually, especially for Cyber Monday, it's just a better deal and easier to do Cyber Monday than Black Friday.
Yeah, a source told WCCO UPS drivers in the Twin Cities are now working a 6th day to help deliver packages. It's getting help too. 60 drivers have been brought into Minnesota, some as far away as Hawaii. Yeah, I hope they brought a coat with them, or at least bought one here. All right. Moving on now, St. Cloud State University is dropping its football team. The school announced it's eliminating the team and also cutting the men's and women's golf teams. But the school is adding men's soccer. A university spokesperson said the decision was to comply with Title IX concerns. The cuts impact a total of 115 students and 9 coaches.
We're doing everything we can to make sure that they have the opportunities that they need going forward. So whether that's transferring to a different school, we are working with them.
Thankfully, we do get to finish off the spring season, which will be kind of tough for us as a team because we've all grown so much the past 2 years, but finish off the season as strong as we can.
That's just heartbreaking. The university says it will still honor scholarships for student athletes affected by those cuts. A San Francisco coffee company is testing an experiment that they admit might not work. Set the bar high, right? It's BYOC, as in bring your own cup if you want your coffee to go. Blue Bottle cafes will eliminate single-use disposable cups in an effort to be zero waste. The company says it goes through up to 12 million cups a year. It admits this experiment will likely cost them money, but they believe it's their responsibility to change their behavior for the next generation. It's not crazy if it works, so TBD on that. Nike is making sure everyone has what they need in order to enjoy the water. The company's new Victory Swim collection includes a full coverage swimsuit and a swim hijab. Nike says the fabric is lightweight, fast drying, and contains sun protection. The entire line will be available around the world starting in February. It looks pretty sleek there too, right? The company says the collection represents Nike's commitment to an inclusive design. A program in Elk River is looking for volunteers with a shovel and a heart to help. The Beyond the Yellow Ribbon program matches needy veterans with willing volunteers to shovel sidewalks and driveways. The program gives veterans like Jim Holtz, this gentleman right here that Bill Hudson's speaking with, a helping hand. He's an Air Force vet who served in Vietnam. He's now has Parkinson's mixed with old age, and that makes a simple chore like shoveling snow out of the question.
I can't do it anymore at all. I tried running the snowblower here that last storm we had, and it was almost impossible. I just couldn't do it.
It's a nice little thing you can do, and oftentimes they have their own equipment. If you want to just go run their snowblower or their shovels, they have it. You just got to show up and do it.
Beyond the Yellow Ribbon is looking for more volunteers to help out. If you would like to volunteer or if you want more information, we have a link at WCCO.com. The Canadian Pacific Holiday Train is in the Twin Cities this week. Tonight it makes stops in Golden Valley, St. Louis Park, and Minneapolis. The train rolls up, drops down its sides, and then there's a concert for anyone who's there. It was a cold night, understatement, for this Cottage Grove and St. Paul event last night. From trains to planes and automobiles, TripAdvisor says 45% of people will be traveling for the Christmas holiday, and a large number of those travelers still need to buy their airline tickets. What? They say 32% still haven't pulled out the credit card to buy those tickets for their holiday destination. Maybe they're still waiting for a good deal. I don't know. The cheapest days to fly right now are December 16th and 17th, which is next Monday and Tuesday, and the average domestic airline ticket will run $341 this year. Here's a flight that takes off only once a year at MSP Airport. A group of Minnesota kids boarded a plane bound for the North Pole. Sun Country hosted a special trip at MSP Airport. Kids with MakeAWish boarded their flight from Terminal 2 and returned to find Santa's workshop. There they got to play, get some gifts, and share their wish list with Santa.
My son was super happy to come, and this is the first time we've ever been able to do an event without him being hooked onto anything. They make it very accessible for our children that have disabilities, so it's really wonderful for us.
This is the 13th year Sun Country and Make-A-Wish have held this event. Let's get back to today's talker. We're bringing in WCCO's digital guy, Jonathan. Jonathan, what are people saying about this money that we don't have right now because everybody else got it through their own bonuses?
As always, our viewers are responsible and generous.
Yes. Donate it.
Yes, Tammy. Well, Josh said he's going to donate it to the Fargo Moorhead Gay Men's Chorus and to the homeless.
And to the homeless.
Which is very nice of him. And then we have Tammy saying she's going to pay off her children's student loans. Also very generous. And then Martha says she's going to pay off some of her own bills, including that of her husband's food truck, which is called the Grumpy Clods.
Okay.
What would you do,
plug there.
What would you do, Christiane?
Well, I think that's a really good question. What I would do with $50,000 right now. I mean, I would save most of it, right? So I guess that is the responsible side of the Minnesota part of me. But I do think it is. You see these reactions from people, and they're just so overwhelmed and so grateful because that is life-changing amount of money. What about you, Jonathan? What would you do?
I don't know. I'm conflicted about. I'd feel like I owe the company to stay with them if I was given a lot of money, but part of me would also just want to leave for a year and just,
take a sabbatical, go travel
a van
a bit.
and travel.
Yeah, why not?
Climb rocks and so.
Hope you travel somewhere warm. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it. That's it for now. This is the 734 from WCCO when most of the Twin Cities are on the go. So go ahead and make us your place for mobile news. We'll be back here tomorrow at 7:34, and until then, enjoy the internet.